Webinos is an open source project on developing a platform for cross-platform application delivery, so how to enable application developers to develop applications that run on different devices like TV sets, computers, smartphones, automobile cars, even embedded devices. And yeah, today those developers need to develop the applications on different platforms, different operating systems, different APIs, stuff like that. And with Webinos, they should be able to develop the applications on one platform and should be able to run the applications on all these different devices. So that's Webinos as the goal, as an open source project. Right now we have 25 partners in that consortium that contribute to this project, and yeah, we are developing this platform and looking for more partners.
So what is HTML5? So HTML5 is currently pitched as the future of mobile apps, and a lot of buzz created around it. But what is practically HTML5? What it really is? So it's basically a set of browser specs by two groups. I mean, have W3C and WHAT, Watt group.
So the idea is you want applications and services that work seamlessly across all your devices. You want to be able to think about installing applications and services into the zone rather than having to manage them on each of the individual devices. And likewise, you want to make sure that if you move from one device to another, it's seamless. You've got the synchronization of all the information you need, your preferences, credentials, your browser bookmarks, information about your calendars and contacts and all those sorts of things.
We'd like to allow for the management of applications, data and devices from the most appropriate device. So fiddling with settings and controls on your phone might not be convenient, but if we can make it possible for you to manage all this kind of thing from your PC and or your TV, where you've got a nice big screen and nice usable controls, then that's a real advantage that Webinos has again.
Most cases is actually positive things. It's not like negative. Okay, but there come some cases where we can't do that. The actual reason for in most cases that we have the option to actually have a device-to-device communication if we want to. So if for some kind of performance reasons we say, okay, yes, we can go away from the device to a hub back to the next device and then discover actually for video streaming, it makes much more sense not get every single packet that way. We have the way to sort of shorten the path and do direct communication. But in normal cases we have the message sending and the synchronization via the hub unless we decide otherwise.
Beyond the purely technological aspect, which I find really fascinating, this idea of cross-devices application is something that I find personally very exciting. But it's also this project with 22 partners, with affiliate partners of very different sizes, very different background, and all these people coming together to try to develop this new platform. Trying to see how far we can push the web in this particular role of coordinating devices and services. It's a really exciting project to be part of.
The main thing about Webinos, which is different, other groups like I mentioned, like the PhoneGap and Boot2Gecko and Tizen and Chrome, they are looking at enriching the browser, trying to use the browser as almost like an operating system. It's like a platform in its own right. But the thing about Webinos is it's about this notion of personal devices. It's the zone. That's what makes the difference. It's how do you manage your application and services across the zone. And I think that's kind of it's a big new idea. And maybe the industry isn't quite ready just yet. This is a research project. So we're looking after essentially what we think is the next big idea to come to the web after the web has been enriched, as it were, for single devices to make it really possible to build great applications across multiple devices.
Webinos as a technology is really interesting in terms of the open source aspect of it, the open source aspect of the project itself. is very interesting. I think working with a number of different companies within the Webinos consortium is also very exciting. We get to see a lot of what other companies are interested in and what excites them. I think it's a good consortium overall. But in terms of the overall technology, I think the opportunity to be able to have multi-screen applications, to be able to have applications running across devices, allow users to share media, open up new use cases for convergence, for all those kind of things. It's a very exciting technology for enabling that.